And welcome to another edition of Pop It. It has been way too long. I got too busy, but I am so glad to be back. And I'm back with, I think, three of the best players of all time. So we got our fellow hilarious observational comedian, one of the sexiest gingers I know, Tyler Snotty Comedy, joins the Pop It show. How you doing, Snotty?
Doing fantastic. How about yourself, Matt?
Are you keeping it smelly like a pit in Pittsburgh for us, or what's going on?
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to put some deodorant on there, but I can't figure it out. Do I use the scented? Do I use the anti-moisture?
I bought women's deodorant at Costco because it was on sale, and boy, that stuff lingers in a good way. Like men's deodorant does not last, but that pomegranate rose,
Yeah,
smells good on me. One of my favorite stand-up comedians joining us from Texas, where she's putting the cunning, unique nerve, and talent in country. It's Alexa. Alexa, how are you doing?
I'm so excited to be here. I'm the Cersei Lannister of Pop It, and I'm just excited to blow up the Septa Baylor and get my crown.
You will stab anyone you need to for that first place. I know you will, and I think you might be.
And I got a built-in poker to do it with.
Wow, I like how you are always ready. Like Cersei, you got that knife ready, you got that sword ready, you got that dragon ready. The dragon's also a euphemism. And turning it over, it's a great personal friend of mine. He's outrageous. You can follow him at TikTok. It's my Chicago ho, Brendan Kelly. How you doing, Brendan?
I am trying to get through the week, living life in Chicago, Illinois, my new city, and I'm ready to kick some ass.
I like how you're like, I'm trying to get through the week. Girl, you had yesterday off. Today is day one of your week, so that is a rough week.
Yeah.
He's like, oh my God, day one, I'm already done. All right, we're going to jump into it. As you know, 5 topics. Each guest gets 30 seconds to state their opinion. Let me get the stopwatch ready. First up, Dolly Parton. She's bringing Kelly Clarkson on for a remake of the song 9 to 5 to celebrate an upcoming documentary about the original movie. Are we excited for Dolly and Kelly, or maybe this song should have stayed in The Office? Let's start with Snotty. What are your take on this?
Well, first movie I saw Kelly Clarkson in, she was basically raped into it by American Idol. That's why you go ahead and always get the runner-up on American Idol. But anyways, if she does it consensually this time, maybe it'll be good. But why not do a sequel instead of a remake? It'd be better that way. Like, why make remakes of good movies? Make remakes of terrible movies like Dune, which the remake did suck, but that's because Dune sucks anyway.
That's your time. That's your time. Oh, I got to give it up. Dune does kind of suck. No offense. I'm going to go over to Alexa. Alexa, Dolly and Kelly, where are we at?
First of all, I just don't understand. I live in Austin, Texas. I have fake boobs. There is 425 cc's of silicone pumped into my chest, fully functional, manufacturer direct. And I was not asked to play Dolly Parton, which I'm a little offended by. But Kelly Clarkson, honestly, if you get thrown into a pool and you sink, not allowed to play Dolly. Not allowed to do it. You need to have more plastic than a Tupperware factory to be able to play Dolly. I just can't do it. The only thing I can imagine, I would rather see Justin Guarini in a wig doing Dolly.
Oh, that's your time. I gotta say, Tupperware is not a sponsor of the show, thankfully, because I don't know. They'd be like, it's not plastic, it's micro fusion or whatever. I don't know. Brendan, I feel like you don't even know this song, so I'm excited to hear what you got to say about the 9 to 5.
I actually do know this song. I don't know many Dolly Parton songs, but I know she's an amazing person. And I love anything like Kelly Clarkson. And so my favorite singer of all time is Billie Eilish, and Happier Than Ever, the rendition by Kelly Clarkson, kind of puts it up there. I don't know if it really beats Billie's, but anyway, I'm really excited to hear her or their version of the song together. And I think it's going to be definitely an award winner for sure.
Yeah, this is interesting because 9 to 5 is all about working, in the patriarchy and capitalism. And yet this song seems to be getting remixes. It's in ads. Every 2 seconds, it's making bank. Is it necessary? No. Will I listen? Yes. Will I like it? Probably, because I like Dolly Parton, but it does feel a little gratuitous for me. So we're going to have to hear that when it comes out next week. Jennifer Lopez.
That was the movie.
What?
I thought it was the movie.
No, the song.
Wow.
Y'all didn't read the article link. Ooh.
I didn't even know there was a movie.
Oh, it's Dolly Parton's biggest film. That's her breakout freaking.
I didn't know she was in films.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
biggest whorehouse in Texas. How do you think I'm making money at the moment?
Because you're working that 6 to 9 is how you're doing it. All right, moving on. Jennifer Lopez firing dancers from the audition for being Virgos. Now, did Jennifer Lopez spill some tea, or is this absolutely ridiculous, or is it something you would do? Brendan, I don't know. I feel like you might do something like this too if you were Jennifer Lopez. What do you think?
Yeah, but I feel like I would do it with Aquariuses because I haven't had much luck with them, and Leos too, and Scorpio. Anyway, so
the whole calendar.
Yeah, so I was looking more into it, and I was like, okay, well, why does she think she's all that when I actually saw a TikTok that she actually can't sing at all, and it's like, yeah. So I think it's kind of shitty to do, and I'm really glad that Heather Morris was talking about it because she was my favorite character on Glee. But we'll see how it works out.
And that's your time. Alexa, J-Lo versus the Virgos. What's your take on this one?
I can see why Mark Anthony cheated. That petty, like firing people for being. She's also the girl that like complained that she performed at the Super Bowl, but they made her share it with Shakira. Mm-hmm. I'm just like, how petty could you be? Honestly, what's her sign? Cancer? Because I'm sure she's that to everyone in her life.
Oh my God. First of all, time. Oh my God. Snotty. I can't even recover. Snotty, Jennifer Lopez firing dancers for being Virgos. What's your take on this story?
I'm personally offended by J-Lo's blatant zodiism, you know? Like, I find it ridiculous. I mean, I agree with her with the Virgo thing, but I, as a Taurus, believe all zodiacs should have the same rights as anyone else in the workplace. If I'm voted president 2020, whatever, then I'm going to go ahead and make this an equal workplace for all zodiacs.
And that's your time.
Okay.
Oh, that's your time. Yeah, you were close on that one. I gotta say, I can't wait for federal government 2078 to make it illegal to fire based on zodiac signs. I think, Snotty, you have a point there. But I gotta say, I think the dancers, they kind of dodged a bullet on this one. If she's willing to dismiss you for being a Virgo, what else is she gonna fire you over? Can you imagine, Jennifer, I made you your smoothie. Is there dragon fruit in here, bitch? You're fired. I mean, come on. A little outrageous. Speaking of outrageous, Britney Spears, Elton John dropped their new song, Hold Me Closer. Is it a bop or a flop? Let's go to our resident straight guy, Snotty.
Okay, so first off, I think Cara Cunningham is kind of like Harvey Dent. I mean, Bruce Wayne looking at Harvey Dent right now, seeing Britney become the villain, you know. But I'll still go see her whenever I go to Vegas. I'll be there. Check me out at World Series Comedy, the 11th through the 16th of September. Gotta drop the spot there. But anyways, I couldn't really hear Elton John. He was muffled. You know, Britney was kind of like waiting in the wings for something that never happened. It was a complete and utter failure, like opening up a Pepsi bottle, looking under the cap. Sorry, try again next time.
Oh, good analogy there. All right, going over to Alexa, Hold Me Closer. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What's the vibe?
Well, luckily I was douching when I listened to it because it really brought everything out of me. I looked at the toilet. I was like, is that what I just excreted, or is that just the song? Because it's terrible. I'm glad Queer as Folk needed new music for their soundtrack. But I'm just picturing a gay guy smoking outside of a gay bar while that's playing in the background. No one has just tried to hook up to him. He's on Grindr. He's probably found a light bulb or a little bit of Tina Turner or something. He's out there and he's like, I'm not getting laid tonight listening to that song. That's the vibe. Hated it.
Oh my God. Alexa, I can't even. Brendan, Hold Me Closer. Are you going to be holding this song close in your iTunes library?
Not really. I mean, you can barely hear Britney Spears in there, and I'm big on conspiracy theories, so I think that there's still something going on right there with everything. Like, she's still being controlled and stuff. So I love her a lot, but it's not really for me.
Ooh, and I gotta say, I wish we did have a bit more Britney in the song. Very faint. And I don't know. I can't wait for the real Britney comeback. But you can't lie. I know, Alexa, you had some strong comments, but if you are drunk, really messed up at the club, you are going to be screaming this song. Actually, Brendan, we actually went to the club this weekend and everyone was singing along. And then after listening to Hold Me Closer, I ran into some people in the club bathroom holding it closer in the bathroom as well. So Shia LaBeouf versus Olivia Wilde. Shia LaBeouf denies he was fired from Olivia Wilde's new movie, Don't Worry, Darling. Apparently Olivia's lying about that, but it gets worse. There's drama on set. Harry Styles can't act. Olivia Wilde and Flo, they're just arguing left and right. I mean, are you going to try and see this train wreck of a movie? Any thoughts? Brendan, we're going to go back to you. Take it away. Oh, you're muted, honey.
I actually had to Google who Olivia Wilde was. And so that just goes to show how much I don't really care about it. And to be honest, I forgot that Shia LaBeouf was in anything after Even Stevens. And so I feel like there are two sides to this story, but it's just not something that I really don't care about it. So
I feel like, Brendan, you have been the contestant who's used the phrase, I really don't care the most in this show. I think we'll have to do the math, and I love it. I love it. It's so you. Alexa, how about you? This whole Olivia Wilde and the movie situation, Harry, Flo, any thoughts, any jokes? Hopefully you weren't douching when this news dropped. I would be scared for you.
Well, I'm going to be honest. I need to start reading the articles that you send me because I heard Olivia Wilde, Harry Styles, and Shia LaBeouf. I thought it was a porno about a twin who picks up a rugged hitchhiker with Harry Styles and Shia LaBeouf, and Olivia Wilde was the director. But I guess it's not a porno film. Although I think it's a better film than they would actually make that they're going to do now. But I mean, I can relate to that. I mean, the minute you're about to get fired, you're supposed to be like, I quit. Save yourself, save your skin. Mm-hmm. You go, Shia LaBeouf. Make it Even Stevens.
I love it. Cutting over to Snotty, this whole story, have you been following closely? Any thoughts on this?
I mean, I've actually seen it come up a lot more in my news since you showed it to me. I've always watched Shia LaBeouf's career. I've enjoyed it, but his personality is very ADHD, and like, I know how that is. Some people can't handle it. I don't know why this stuff has to come out like this, but some people need to go ahead and get help. You know what I mean? And maybe Shia LaBeouf needs to settle down a bit after Corona.
Yeah, I gotta say, Olivia Wilde, she's having a wild time. How she managed to make such a bad movie, anger so many people in the process. I mean, we haven't seen such a feat since Mel Gibson, honestly. And I think Jason Sudeikis, who, the recent divorce, he probably divorced her after watching this new movie, because according to the ratings, it's like a 35%. And I think the only reason it has 35% is because that Florence Pugh girl. So, pretty rough. Our last topic of the night, streaming alert. HBO Max and Discovery Plus are going to merge and become Discovery Plus with HBO Max and Discovery Plus. Is this a good idea? Is this bad business? What's your take on this whole story? We're going to go back to Snotty first.
I think here's a hot take. I think the more streaming services that die, the better for the consumer. We went ahead and beat net neutrality in the government to go ahead and stop from microcharging on the internet platforms. That's why we went to streaming. That's the same reason why it's dangerous that Spotify is giving exclusives for podcasts. Then we went ahead and bought into cell phone with technology surveillance and everything. We keep buying into stuff that hurts us. So I feel if they go ahead and merge, that means that they're not making money anymore. Better for the best of us.
Good take. The sociologist in me loved that. Alexa, I feel like these platforms have nothing compared to OnlyFans in your opinion, but what is your take on the HBO Max Discovery Plus situation?
Well, I mean, how many people were subscribed to Discovery Plus and HBO Max? It's kind of like the two ugly kids at school that get together, then they have a baby and they share the photos on Facebook, and everyone's looking around. They're like, oh my gosh, look how cute the baby is. And all the friends are like, oh my God, that thing is a monster. Kill it now. Kill it. Can we go back before the Dobbs decision so we can get rid of it? The only reason I'm happy about this is because I have HBO Max, so now I can watch Trixie Motel, and that's about it.
There you go. I have to agree. That is a perfect metaphor. It's like the two ugly kids got together and oof, it's rough from there. Brendan, you're not really big on TV, I think, but what do you think about HBO and Discovery Plus becoming Discovery Plus?
I only care about HBO Max with you, like for Euphoria, and a Discovery Plus. I just got it just to get like the free trial, and I can't tell you the last time I had ever been on it. And so my love for it really is like non-existent. And so nothing is ever going to beat out like Hulu or Netflix. So I think it's a giant platform.
I love how you purposely were like, I'm going to get a free trial of Discovery Plus, and you didn't even use it. You actually canceled it before you watched any show on Discovery Plus. Like that is phenomenal.
I actually forgot to cancel it. And so it's been going on for like a year. So,
and it's so cheap though. It's like what, like $2 a month. So it's like, well, it hit the credit card. Oh, well, I cancel it another time.
Deadliest Catch and freaking Ice Road Truckers. Go for it, dude. Enjoy yourself. $2.
I think for me, this is really shocking because they're going to take such a successful platform like HBO, right? That they always win the awards, Game of Thrones, Euphoria. They're always the conversation when it comes to TV. And they're going to combine it with such a forgotten leftover program like Discovery Plus. I mean, it's like asking the burger to become the side dish to let creamy coleslaw be the main course. And listen, I like creamy coleslaw. There's a place for it, but it's not a burger. All right. But you know what? Hey, next summer, we're going to tune into HBO Discovery Plus app to watch artistic television classics like The Sopranos, The Wire, and 90 Day Fiancé. So that's great. All right. Well, today, this was a great time. I love having you three on. With 24 points, it's Snotty. With 24 points, it's Brendan. But I mean, I think we all have to agree. Alexa, 30 points. You're the winner tonight. I know you had a bad day, but I hope this turned it around for you. So
this is the happiest thing that's ever happened to me since my
Woo!
dad left.
wait, it's the happiest thing that happened since your dad left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God. See, how do we not give Alexa the win? Alexa, you always come on the show. You always kill it. You are what I wish I was comedically, because I wish I was that extreme. I challenge myself every day. I wake up and be like, how do I live my life like Alexa to the max, the HBO Max?
$6,000 and a table of silicone, and you got it.
Oh, that's a great way to wrap up the show. Well, hey, we're going to bring all three of you on in the future. I'm so excited that Pop It is back. If you want to join Pop It, drop a little comment, DM me, whatever you got to do to try and get to me. I would love to have anyone on as guests for the show. So we'll see you next time. Peace out, and thanks for playing.